My first, my last, my everything.
What are you doing?
Can't you see I'm trying to summon my eagle powers?
Summon your eagle powers. What do you think I am doing?
Hi guys!
Hello.
Hi YouTube people, watchers. We're gonna tell you our how we met story and why we aren't living together. So we met in
Pacific Middle
School,
PMS.
after school club. So they took us to a baseball game. That's where we met. We had a friend in common, which is Pacheco. So if you're watching this, hello Pacheco. I don't think he's gonna watch this.
Anyway.
But yeah, so we had a friend in common, and then in high school we started talking more.
Yeah, we started talking. I think we were constantly talking in the hallway.
Yeah.
And we had a friend in common, also Naomi, who
Yes.
Itzel was really good friends with. And one day she decided to get on the bus with Naomi and take it over to Naomi's house, which is my bus route. And on that bus route, at the time, it was freshman year, I just wanted to hang out with all the boys. And she was being really, really flirty. What can I say? I like my boys, but I was hanging out with, we were hanging out in the bus, and she was being super, super flirty, and I was like, oh, this is really, really awkward, because, like, I didn't want to do anything.
I don't like girls. Why
Yeah,
is she flirting with
girls? To that point, girls weren't my forte. I'd never had a girlfriend or anything, and so I was like, you know what? This is, like, getting really weird. I'm going to stop talking to her forever. And so from that point on, that bus ride afterwards, we always saw each other, but I did not say a single word to her. And to this day, well, to the day that we started talking again, I always felt awkward. And when we started talking again is when I heard her story.
Yeah, my story is a lot different. I don't remember, like, I used to go to Naomi's house, but I just, like, this time I really wanted to go because I wanted to ask him to the dance. I don't know where I got the idea to ask him to the dance, which it was homecoming. Yeah. Well, I got the idea to ask him to homecoming because I really liked him. And I was just adventurous and really brave back then, I guess. So I went on the bus. Naomi was like sitting in the back waiting for me, and I just sat next to Jesus. And I remember, I don't really remember it that well, but I just remember asking him if he wanted to go to the dance with me. And I clearly remember him saying, no, I don't like dances. I'm not gonna go. And I was like, my heart was like, what? Like, cause I could feel that he liked me, and like we were like flirting and stuff. And then like he said no, and I was like, it was just really heartbreaking for me. So I stopped talking to him. Whenever I'd see him in the hallway, I'd just like go the other way. Was it that same year that I moved back to Mexico?
Yeah, that same spring she moved to Mexico.
Yeah, and that was 2008. I went to school here in Mexico. I went to high school and then college.
We've been constantly in relationships, I feel like, ever since, at least for me, sophomore year. Yeah. And I think there's short windows between me being single that I actually reached out to her. And actually also during college, mainly because I saw that she was in Mexico, and I was like, oh, I wonder how Mexico is. But so in college, I think the first time that I reached out, and I just said hi. She said hi back, and that was about it. Like, she did not.
I didn't like
really respond,
start a conversation
because she was in a relationship at the time. And then I think at one point you got Snapchat, and I sent you Snapchats. She never responded because she didn't understand Snapchat.
I didn't understand it. I mean, I thought that like Snapchat was like just taking pictures and videos and just like sending them to everybody, but I didn't get that he was actually sending them just to me. Because I think in one you're like, Itzel, how you doing, or something, and I was like, does he know another Itzel? Yeah, I didn't know how to use it.
Yeah,
I don't know how to use anything. I don't know how to use anything.
Yeah, I think we tried to keep in contact, and then during this last year,
2018, 10 years after
10 years
everything. April 21st, I sent him a message saying hi. Just a hi with an exclamation point.
Yep.
And I sent it, but I was like, I don't even know what I thought when I sent it. I was like, oh, well, it'd be nice to... Oh, no. I remember. The picture that you took in San Francisco which we'll put somewhere here so you guys can see it. I saw it, and it was, like, super colorful, and I love everything colorful.
Yeah.
So when I saw the picture, I was like, oh, that looks so pretty.
I was also wearing a really nice shirt.
Yeah, I
too.
really liked his shirt.
Shout out to Dion and Sheree.
I liked the shirt, and I liked the background, and I was like, oh, it's Jesus. And I was like, how long has it been since I've talked to him? So I was like, well, I'll send him a message, see how he's doing and where he is and why he has such cool taste in shirts.
She hit me on them DMs.
So, yeah, I said hi, and it all started from there.
Yeah, and from that moment where she said hi, we just talked nonstop.
When I started talking to him, I already had a contract with Viking Cruises, which I was going to leave on May 4th to London. So we started talking and catching up and everything. I feel like when I left for London, I got to London at 5 p.m., but they picked me up till 10 p.m. at the airport. So I got to the hotel 11 and 11 in Seattle was from London time, 11 p.m. in Seattle. It was
afternoon.
Afternoon. So
Yeah.
we were talking the whole time I was at the airport and then at the hotel. And the funny part was that I was gonna start work on a cruise ship, which was my dream forever.
Yeah.
The next day on May 5th, and I decided not to sleep just because I was gonna talk to Jesus.
Yeah.
So I stayed up the whole night. I didn't sleep. I had to go and meet up everybody at the lobby at 6:30, I think. Yeah, 6:30 a.m. London time. What time was that in Seattle? That was
It was 9 or 8 p.m.
So yeah, we talked.
That's true.
We talked all my night without me sleeping, nothing. And it was I think it was our first voice call because we.
Was it our first one?
Yeah, because we'd just been texting and everything,
Yeah.
but we hadn't heard each other's voices. Because I remember you sent me an audio, and I was like, "That's your voice."
Yeah.
I was like, "Damn."
Very manly, sexy.
That's not the 8th grader I knew.
Bro, that high pitched voice.
I was sleeping during my safety induction class on the cruise ship. They were telling us what door and where to go in case of emergency or in case the ship wrecked and we were drowning and stuff. I didn't know where I was gonna go if I died on there.
My bad.
Cause I stayed talking to you.
I know.
But yeah, I wouldn't change it because I felt that night we connected even more than we had already connected. We would still message each other pretty much all day.
Yeah.
Or the moments that I had for break then came around May 13th.
Is that when you got hurt?
No, May 13th. We started dating.
Oh, yeah. I'm like,
He
man.
doesn't remember him.
What dates?
Married life.
Yeah.
I don't care when
I'm
we
married
started
already. I don't
dating.
need to remember those dates.
But yeah, so May 13th we started dating through a voice call.
Yeah.
That was a really choppy phone call.
Yeah.
It was a phone call. He wanted to go and visit me, but different things prevented it.
My family thought I was getting catfish because
Yeah.
every time I'd make plans to go see her, she would cancel on me.
He got a ticket to go to London at the last days of June?
Yeah.
Yeah, June. I had seen that on the itinerary for the cruise ship, we were going to be in London on the last days of June. Then they changed it, and we weren't in London anymore, and he had already gotten his tickets and everything. And I was like, you know what? We're not going to be in London. So he canceled them. And then you got tickets for July, the last days of
To go
July.
to Stockholm.
And I...
Stockholm? I think
Yeah,
it's
Stockholm. And I got hurt on the cruise ship. I fractured my foot. And, well, they had to send me back to Mexico because I couldn't stay on the cruise ship. I was going to have to, do 2 months without working. And I can't be on a cruise ship 2 months, just vacation life without working. So they sent me back. And then we actually made plans for him to come and see me here in Mexico. He came. And what'd you do, love?
We had the most romantic weekend. This is our first, mind you, after 10 years, is our first weekend spending with each other. When I went out to Morelia the first weekend together, we had really, really good time going around Morelia, Pátzcuaro.
Really pretty.
And then, crazy enough, after one weekend, I asked her father for her hand in marriage right before I sped off to go to the Guadalajara airport.
So since the beginning of the relationship, we've been crazy. It's just start dating
while she's in Europe.
Yeah, and then
Literally,
like start making plans for a future, seeing each other in the future, and I knew exactly what I wanted as soon as we started talking again, and he knew exactly what he wanted, and we wanted to be together, and it all happened in a year. So it started April 21st, 2018, and that was when you went to visit. It was like the last days of August.
Beginning of September.
Beginning of September. So he asked my father for my hand over here. For my hand. And I went up in October to Vancouver to meet his family and to get engaged.
To get engaged first and then meet my family.
Yeah,
so we were
first.
engaged before anyone knew her, really.
Yeah. I talked to his mom through the phone.
My family is very suspicious of me.
Yeah.
Reckless life of myself. They didn't know.
I feel like they thought you were like crazy or something.
Yeah, I am crazy.
Yeah. And in December, we were actually planning on not getting married yet. We were trying to do the whole process of fiance visa so I could go to the U.S., get married over there, and start the whole process. But we figured that the fiance visa and the marriage visa are pretty much the same length. You don't get one first. It's like it takes the same amount of time. So we got married here in Mexico in December. It was 31st of December. And we got married.
We've been married since last year.
Yeah, it's a long time. We did a civil ceremony. What is it called?
Civil wedding.
Yeah, civil wedding, and it was really nice. It was just family. So yeah, so we got married in December, and it is now February 19th, and this is our honeymoon. So that's our story, and that's why I'm not over there in Seattle with him, because we are in process of getting my immigrant visa to go and live in the U.S. with my husband.
Yay!
Anything else to add to how we met? And the plans are to be able to go to Seattle soon, before November.
None of my friends know my wife.
Yeah. Hello, it's his friends. I'll see you soon. I think that's it, and we hope you guys like our video of how we met. Yeah, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, we're leaving now. So see you guys later. Bye. Bye. Right when it all ended, it all started again.
Hit me on them DMs.
What you doing?
Friends.
Laying down, picking your nose.
You're gonna cut this out of the video. I don't want this to be online.
It's such a nice story. I gotta pee. Wait, are you doing the ring me thingy?